Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your boy 503 Line Chicken back in with another late night stream, man. In honor of my brother Act Reacher 45. Today, man, it's just me and the homie Focus Ball, man. We holding down the set, man. I don't know where my brothers at, man. The usual suspects, man. All fella, Fooler. You know what I'm saying? Well, I understand Fooler's situation, man. He kind of going through it. Y'all keep y'all head up for the homie Fooler, man. They're taking that Nipsey Hustle loss very, very seriously. But like I say, man, the marathon will continue, man. But I got my brother Focus Ball in here, man. You know what I'm saying? He holding it down with me, man. Y'all be sure to go to his website, you know what I'm saying, Focus Ball, you know what I'm saying, .com, man. You know what I'm saying? Check him out on Instagram, man. You know what I'm saying? The brother is everywhere, man. He all over the LDBC, you know what I'm saying? All over YouTube, all over Instagram, man. Y'all be sure to get y'all some of them focus balls, man, to help with y'all reflexes and eye and hand coordination and speed, man, and timing, man. You understand me? How you feeling today, Focus?
Yo, 503, what's good? I'm feeling fantastic.
Already, man.
Uh, fucking just moved into a new crib. Got a room specifically for the focus ball. So I can I got my little station so I can make everything there, my storage room and whatnot. So
Oh
feeling
yeah.
pretty good about that.
Oh yeah. Oh
How you
yes.
feeling today, fam?
Oh man, it's all good, bro. I can't complain, man. I can't complain at all, man. Well, we definitely finna get into some boxing talk, man. It's a little dry this weekend, man. So we gonna be all over the place, man. I know you like to talk about
Yeah, you know what
MMA.
I want to talk about.
Yeah, I know you like to talk about the MMA thing, man. So if you wanna dibble and dab in that a little bit, we can, man. But it's a lot of news that's been going on these last past couple of days, man. Um, I personally want to talk about these tweets, man. From Mike Coppinger, man. It says Earl Spence Jr. and Sean Porter are on a collision course for a welterweight championship unification fight for September. Spence is coming off his first pay-per-view headline bout, a shutout victory over Mikey Garcia last month. Uh, so the word is on the street, man, that Porter and Spence is fighting next, and word is that Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao is fighting next. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that, bro? Um,
Uh, okay, so I'm excited about Thurman Pack. Oh, excuse me. The fuck? I'm excited about Porter Spence. Not as excited as I would be about as what you call it, Bud versus Spence, but it brings us closer to the Bud versus Spence chapter. Um, as I've always said, I want to see the best fight the best. I think Bud and Spence should be fighting each other. But the fact of the matter is, if Bud is number one and Spence is number two, um,
right.
when they fight, it should be for all the marbles, all the chips. After that fight, there shouldn't be no, oh, well, whoever is the champion is not undisputed because that guy and that guy has a belt. Now, as for the Keith Thurman, um, Manny Pacquiao situation, I could care less.
Ha!
I couldn't care any less
Why you say that, bro?
because
Why you say that?
I don't really like the way Manny Pacquiao flexes sometimes, or at least the team. I don't like the whole situation over there. You feel me? Because I take it as the freezing out of a brother. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because if
Speak on it. Speak on it.
they say they say that, hold, give me 1 second. Let me flip off the light real quick. So
All right. All right.
these
Let me.
fools have been saying.
Oh, you cut the light on. Okay.
All right, so they've been saying. I remember Team Pacquiao was saying something to the effect of, "Oh, Bud and Pacquiao shouldn't fight because it's not going to sell pay-per-views because nobody wants to see a black and Filipino fight." I'm gonna
Mm.
hold this motherfucker accountable to the fire for those words. You feel me? I'm not letting it go because, correct me if I'm wrong. What is the highest payday in boxing?
Yeah.
Between what race of people?
It's Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
And that's a black and a Filipino.
Yep.
Matter of fact, as the coach of Manny Pacquiao, you got paid. Your highest payday was a black and a Filipino. So how you gonna say people don't want to see a black and a Filipino fight? That's your duck move to not fight Crawford. Right, cool. But you gonna fight the half black guy. He's still black. He's still slick. He's still a slick black guy. Keith Thurman isn't he black?
Yep. Yep.
His
Father
father
is
black.
black. Daddy black. So you black, my brother. You come from black semen.
Yeah, yeah. If I marry an Asian woman or whatever, my kid black. I don't give a fuck what you say. You got a little bit of a different shell, but you black. Your daddy black.
Yep.
So they're gonna treat you the same.
Exactly.
So you gonna fight the diluted one or something like that? No disrespect to my light skinned brothers. So I guess he's trying to fight the lesser. You get me? They're both trying to cherry pick each other. So you know what? Let that fight happen. I wouldn't be mad at that fight at all. I'd have no problems with that fight if it wasn't for the fact that both of these guys they have belts and they're freezing out the two brothers.
Right.
With the excuse that black guys don't sell. What the fuck are you talking about? That your literal highest payday is against a black dude. I'm upset at that narrative because that's a narrative that's literally 100 years old. That's been a means of freezing out black fighters. You get me?
Oh yeah.
Especially when it makes you a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna fuck about it. I don't fuck them niggas.
Yeah. Hey, let me read this chat right quick. I see you in the chat, Big Money. Already, bro. The marathon is gonna continue, brother. We gonna hold it down for the young king. King Louis, I see you in the building. Ancestral Rage, Hyphy. Everybody in the building, man. Y'all smash that like button when y'all. Yeah, y'all smash that like button for the young lion, man, and focus ball, man. But I'm gonna just say this, bro. Manny Pacquiao is trying to milk this PBC thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was strictly trying to get your money, bro, you would have fought Earl Spence next. Cause he whether you niggas like it or not, he is the money man now. Okay? He brings the biggest payday. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's 8 million guaranteed and you get your back end money, ain't nobody else getting no $8 million paydays, man. Unless you fighting a Floyd Mayweather or something like that. You're not gonna get that fighting Adrian Brony. You're not gonna get that fighting Keith Thurman or Sean Porter. It's only gonna happen if you fight Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? But that lets me know that he's trying to cherry pick because I thought Pacquiao was trying to do some money grabbing right quick and get, and run out the back door. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the motherfucker is cherry picking. He cherry picking. And don't get me wrong, Keith Thurman is still a champion, but to me, he's the most vulnerable champion. He's the most vulnerable. The reason why I say that is because he's been inactive and he has looked as suspect since
Josesuto.
since he fought Jose Cito Lopez. He looked suspect in that fight. I don't care what you say, bro. He looked a suspect in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this cherry picking shit, y'all gotta stop with that, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Straight facts. I respect what you're saying. I mean, I hear you. I don't think cherry picking is the worst thing. If that's what you want to do with your boxing career, that's what you want to do. But don't hold up the show. My problem with all of this is that Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao have titles. And the reason we're not seeing Bud versus Crawford for Bud versus Spence for all the marbles is because niggas are holding up the show. Put them belts down, and then y'all can do whatever y'all want. I don't care.
Well, to be honest with you, only person that has a belt of significance in that scenario is Keith Thurman. He got the WBA super. Manny Pacquiao has the WBA regular. So technically, it's really like an interim belt Pacquiao holding. It's just to say that he a champion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
So at least one dude got to give up that belt. And
Right.
go. You can go fight Pacquiao. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Listen, if a dude thinks, look, I don't want to get my ass beat. This dude is definitely gonna whoop my ass. I ain't no coward. I've been in dozens of fights, but I'm not trying to get my ass whooped by him. I'm
Mm.
trying to I'm trying to fight a couple more fights and make as much money as I can and have all my faculties. I'm not mad at that. I can't be. Respect. But don't stall the show and don't disrespect my people. Don't be a
Mm.
coward and disrespect my people. You get me?
Yeah.
My nigga, you said black fighters don't sell. What? Against Filipino? Bro, the highest payday is black and Filipino. Now, to touch on what you said about Manny's coming back you thought he was coming back for the bag and he's just over here cherry picking. Yeah, he's trying to get a, a fat cherry. He's trying to get a fat cherry. That's what it is. You get me? It's
Yeah.
cherry picking, but it's like he's trying to get a hot, get someone that'll sell a lot, but at the same time be the least threat.
All day. All day. That's what he's trying to do. That's why I say, because you got Sean Porter has a belt, Earl Spence has a belt, and Terrence Bud Crawford has the belt, which is the WBO. You really only have four major belts in every sanctioning body. You got the WBA, WBO, IBF, and WBC. That makes you undisputed. Everything else that they give you is extra. The Ring magazine is extra. The IBO is I really don't even count that belt. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you only need four belts, man. Keith Thurman has the major Infinity Stone that my brother Fudu like to say, act reacher. You know what I'm saying? He has to put himself in a position to fight these guys. He has to put himself in a position one way or other. You're gonna have to fight Earl Spence. One way or other. You're gonna have to fight Keith. You're gonna have to fight Terrence Crawford one way or another. Even if Terrence
Ooh,
Crawford
Thurman?
loses to Earl Spence, or even if Terrence Crawford beats Earl Spence, either way it goes, Keith
There's a
Thurman has
rematch.
Keith Thurman has to fight these guys. I don't I'm not tripping about the Pacquiao fight, bro. But even after that, you have to still fight Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. That's the only way I think your legacy will live on due to the fact of what you just did. You beat you beat the number three welterweight in Sean Porter, and
Mm-hmm.
Andy Garcia is a 140 pounder moving up to 147. He never really was a true welterweight in my opinion.
Mm, okay. Um, so you're definitely right in that if Keith Thurman before Errol Spence, Keith Thurman was like the second coming of whatchamacallit, of Floyd Mayweather, or at least he liked to perceive himself. Or get the
Yeah,
impression that he does, right? Now, he was close to doing something that Floyd never did. Being undisputed in a division. Am I right? What was it? I think he only needed one more belt to be undisputed in that division.
nah, he needed two. He needed the WBO and he needed the IBF.
And he got stripped of one, right?
Yeah, he relinquished the WBC, but it's basically he basically did that so they wouldn't strip him.
Okay, yeah. So that's a bit of a fall from grace, you know.
Right.
Um, I think he would try to fight Pacquiao and retire off of that. You get
Right.
me? Because at least he can say, "Oh, I beat Pacquiao." But if he can't say that I unified the division, because he got two killers like Bud and Spence, I don't
Mm.
think he wants Spence, and I don't think he wants Bud either. So I think he'd rather take Pacquiao and keep a undefeated record and say his elbow went out or some shit. And like I wouldn't be mad at that. Like I said,
You
just
wouldn't be
be
mad at that, bro. Really? You wouldn't be mad at Keith Thurman if he don't fight Earl Spencer, Terrence Crawford, bro?
listen. If that's how he feels inside, I don't want to. If a man is scared to fight another man, I don't want to see you go do that. I want to see a man who, if he's scared, he's like, I believe in myself. I'm gonna overcome this. I want to see that guy fight. I don't want to see a dude who knows he's gonna get his ass beat and is too fucking scared to do anything. That's a slaughter. I want to see the best fight the best, not someone who's scared. fight the best. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna give you guys a fight.
you over there on that that's the UFC. That's that new motherfucker.
No, fuck the new games. This is the PS3 version. Bro, all the new ones suck compared to this. Fun story, if I can cook on it real quick.
Go ahead.
This is made by I think THQ, or it was made by a company that went out of business, right?
Yeah.
Originally, the UFC contacted EA Sports to make a MMA game, a UFC game, and they were like, "Yeah, man, fuck that. We don't want to do that, right?" So they didn't want to do that, and they rejected the idea, and they got THQ to make the game, and THQ made
Oh,
the
okay,
first
okay.
game.
So
They
so
made the second.
that was the first one made with them.
Yeah, and this is the third one made with them, and this one was really good. It was like the pinnacle, you know. And then something had happened to THQ, and they went out of business. They got bought by EA. So EA is like, "Oh, this is the game we rejected," and they're like, "Oh, there's money in this." So they took it over and they made their own version, and all of them they've paled in comparison to this.
Well, EA, I'm gonna tell you, EA they make good football games. I think Madden is probably one of their best games they got. Cause I honestly I don't know what happened. What happened to the boxing part of that?
I heard they're bringing it
Man.
back.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
man.
yo,
Go ahead,
salute,
bro.
stay ready and Fula.
What you
Salute, brother.
said? What you said, bro?
I said salute to stay ready and Fula.
Oh yeah.
Um,
You going in and out, bro. You breaking up a little bit.
Me?
Nah, you good. You
Oh.
clear. I'm talking about stay ready. You stay ready. You breaking up a little bit, bro. Yeah, yeah. Cause I got I actually got UFC 2 on PlayStation 4. I don't really play that no more, man.
How did you like it?
It was cool. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, bro, I rather play boxing games, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I heard they're coming out with a new one, with a new fight night.
Man, they've been saying that shit for years, bro. It's 2019, my nigga, and that shit still ain't came out. They've been saying that shit for years. Mark Wonderlich, what's up, bro? He say, isn't there a boxing game coming out round 4? I don't know. I see it. I hear a lot of niggas talking about it on the internet, but I have not yet to see a prototype or trailer. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen nothing with a new boxing game, bro. You know, but it's rumored that this Kovalev Anthony Yard person's finna happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
nice.
I'm hoping that ESPN and Top Rank beat them in the purse bid, so we can go and get this fight next, man. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be set for April the 8th, and they trying to make it in the UK. You know what I'm saying? And Kovalev team trying to get that thing in Russia. But me personally, man, I would rather see it in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Because Kovalev don't have a name. He don't have a fan base.
Who he don't he
And
can't get the Russians to come out?
he probably could, but who want to go to Russia, bro?
No, it's cold. I'm good.
Nobody want to go to no Russia, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame Anthony off and his manager and trainer saying they don't want to go to Russia. Put that thing in the UK where motherfuckers is buying tickets. You know what I'm saying? You can sell out a nice arena or a soccer stadium and whatever.
I think
And
that
let's
would be
get
good for Kovalev.
and yeah, let's get this fight going, man. Kovalev only went to Russia to fight certain guys, really no name guys like Isaac Chilemba and shit like that. He was fighting nobodies in Russia. You know what I'm saying? But you know, all his marquee fights, bro, he did them on the road. He need to keep that road warrior mentality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gassing him up over this one win with Buddy McGirt, man. But I still feel like Kovalev can be beat, and I think Anthony Yard can beat him. How you feel, bro?
Um, I'll be honest, I don't really know that division so well, but I will say that I'm impressed with Kovalev's ability. Correct me if I'm wrong. He came back and beat Sullivan Barrera, right?
Barrera, I don't think he ever fought Sullivan Barrera. He came back
What
and
am I?
beat.
Not Sullivan. No,
He
not
came back
Sullivan.
and beat
My bad. My bad. My
Alvarez.
bad. The homie that just stopped him. He came back and beat
Yeah,
him.
Alvarez.
Alita, excuse me.
Alita Alvarez. Yeah.
That was a stereo. I was trying to stereotype Cubans, like they. I guess they all.
Nah,
I
nah.
got my Cubans mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But only person that fought Barrera was Andre Wood.
Yeah, I completely meant to say Alita Alvarez, but I was
Yeah.
impressed by his ability for a guy who stopped him to come back and beat a guy who stopped you. It shows an impressive mentality. It shows that he's mentally still here. You get me? Even though
Mm.
he's been in the game a while. It says that he still has a champion's heart. You know. So now it's him against what is essentially a young lion. I think it would be a good fight in the UK simply because it's the young lion's territory. If the old lion beats the shit out of him there, it's a statement, and he earns new fans and just shuts down a hype train in the biggest way. And of course, if it goes the opposite way, it's a nice come out party for the young lion. You feel me?
Yeah. For sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure, man. Like I say, man, I think Kovalev want this fight. You know what I'm saying? I think Anthony Yarde want this fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of the business. You know, like I say, I'm gonna tell you, bro, you need to start watching the light heavyweight division. It's a real interesting division. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Who
lot
you
of
got over there?
shit. You got Bivol. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah. Oh, and
You got,
Better BF,
you got Better Beef. You
Marcus
got
Brown.
Marcus Brown, Kovalev, Anthony Yarde, uh, Joshua Buatsi. It's a lot of guys at 175, bro. That's good. You know what I'm saying?
Um, My bet is Marcus Brown in that division. I know it's
Who?
totally an unpopular opinion, but it's my opinion,
You say who?
whether I'm founded or not. Marcus Brown.
Marcus Brown. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Marcus Brown definitely got the skill set for it to be the best at that division. I feel. It's just which Marcus Brown is you gonna get that night?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest concern with me. But he definitely got the skill set. I say you got Bostic at 175 as well. You know what I'm saying? You got some hard hitters at 175, man. And
I understand why he's fighting Bivol.
who?
Bivol? Why is Brown fighting Bivol next instead of Vostik?
That's a good question.
Uh,
I want to say is he the mandatory for that belt? If I'm not
I thought
mistaken.
that I forgot who was telling me, but they said that him beating
Badu
what's
Jack.
that? Yeah, Badu, him beating Jack was for Vostik's title. Or some they said that it was for that contendership, and that's why he called him out next. So I wonder what happened there.
Mm, okay. Yeah, shit.
I got a question.
Go ahead, bro.
Um, so I was watching this channel, the Pink Man. You guys can go check him out. Pink Man on YouTube, right? He makes videos about martial arts frauds, and this is a good subject. It's a funny subject. Since the dawn of MMA, right? Um, okay, you remember like back in the early 90s, late 90s, even early 2000s, people could get away with saying certain things because the internet wasn't really like that. People didn't have the internet like that. You remember those times where people could tell you, "Oh, I won such and such fights and I'm undefeated and whatnot."
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is there was a time where there people were able to get away with fabricating their lives and their stories, and I see that in a lot of martial arts, right? Um, what do you think? And I'm gonna bring this back to boxing, but what's your opinion of like Eastern martial arts versus boxing, like Wing Chun and all that stuff?
Uh, the martial arts thing, man. Like when I be watching them cats from the UFC, man.
Not the
Um,
UFC. I'm talking about like traditional martial arts. I'm talking about those dudes who they're like, oh, if you did this, I would do this. But these guys have never fought. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't fight, but they're martial arts teachers, and instead of their students don't spar, but they have this opinion that they can. I guess they watch too much martial arts movies, but they have an opinion that they don't really respect boxing as a fighting art because they've never boxed
oh,
before. They don't realize that this is dangerous, but they think because they know, oh, I know Krav Maga and I practice. What's your opinion of those type of martial arts where they don't fight, they don't have any tournaments? They, at least in Taekwondo, you have tournaments. Karate, you have fights. Not those martial arts, but those traditional martial arts like Aikido, Wing Chun, and things like that.
yeah, man. I just feel like, man, if y'all not gonna be fighting, then y'all really can't be talking. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it is to fight a boxer. You know what I'm saying? If you want, that's why I say if you really want to be technical, every person that then tried boxing in mixed martial arts have not done well. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's kind of like the yin and the yang. I just don't think MMA martial artists period could probably box, and I don't think boxers could do the MMA or the martial arts shit.
I disagree. I think
You know what I'm saying?
there's put it like this. There's a lot of boxers who have done phenomenal in MMA, but it's because they learned the other skill set. You know, the point of me bringing this up is about the practicality of fighting and boxing as a legit martial art. Because when I grew up practicing martial arts, we never considered boxing a real martial art. We're like, oh, that's a sport, you know? So there was this, even though boxing was the ultimate proving ground that, hey, I can fucking fight. It was in the martial arts world, the people who watch Bruce Lee movies and shit like that, they did not regard boxing as legitimate of a form of self-defense and fighting as Eastern martial arts. But having practiced a few Eastern martial arts, I've realized that the world is kind of under a delusion. You get me? There are people who are peddling very dangerous illusions. Like, I don't believe in Shaolin monks. I don't believe those dudes can fight. I'll fuck all those dudes up easy because they don't practice fighting. You get me? You get what I'm saying? But they've created this aura of being able to fight without ever showing you, hey, I can fight. Now, once I started learning how to box and I started learning MMA, um, I've learned that there are some Eastern martial arts that, listen, anything that teaches you how to kick and punch and grab has some sort of legitimacy to it.
Right.
But there's certain arts like karate, taekwondo, aspects of Wing Chun can be applied in fighting, but MMA has become a proven ground for all of those martial arts that add things extra besides kicking and punching. Now, pure sport is the purity of the hands.
You
So
break
there's a
you breaking up,
what's
bro.
that?
You breaking up. You breaking up.
I was saying boxing is a pure sport in
Right.
that it's just the
So
hands.
so so uh, what makes you feel like boxing isn't real combat? Or do you still feel like
No,
that?
no, 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 no. I feel 100. What I'm trying to say is, I do not agree with those fucking people. They're stupid.
But but
Boxing
but
is,
but you believe that before you actually boxed.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was in line with that. I'm like, oh, that's just a sport. But no, boxing is a science.
Is it okay? Let me ask you this, because you a guy on both sides. You do boxing and MMA. Which one is harder in your opinion? If you had to pick, which one would be which one would be harder to master? Like, would it be like MMA or would it be just pure boxing?
So here's my opinion of mixed martial arts. First off, um, MMA is what it is. What it says, mixed martial arts. Number one, I feel that I'm about to go crazy here. You ever seen Dragon Ball Z?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. That was my shit. That's what me and my boys used to watch when we was in fucking elementary school.
All right, so chat. I need y'all to feel me on this, right? So the martial arts, like you see how the dragon has 7 Dragon Balls, and you got to bring them together, and it brings out the dragon.
Oh yeah.
That's the martial arts, right? There's a bunch of arts, and they're all pieces of one thing that is martial arts, and that's what mixed martial arts attempts to be. You know, boxing embodies the fist aspects of fighting, just the purity of the fist. So if you want to be proficient with your hands, you need to learn how to box. A boxer in mixed martial arts who is a perfect boxer, who is levels above everybody else, will starch people. You feel me? He'll knock out the grappler before the, excuse me. A boxer who enters MMA, even let's say he's perfect in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
In MMA, his weakness would be the takedowns and the kicks. There's a new level of boxing, and that's boxing that is good at defending, kicking, and defending takedowns.
Right.
This boxer, this next level boxer, this MMA boxer with perfect boxing technique, he's so good at boxing that nobody can fuck with him. But he's proficient enough at preventing the takedowns and nullifying the kicking that he can keep at boxing, and he'll make this a boxing match. So MMA fights can go anywhere, and it's really the styles that make the fight.
I'm gonna tell you my opinion and what I've learned about MMA and boxing. And it's crazy because you playing that game and see on that UFC. When I'm on that UFC, I don't do no wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't do no submissions. I don't do I don't do
You just
none
turn
of
the punches.
that. I feel like if you can punch and you got enough power and speed on that motherfucker, like when you building your dude up or whatever, and your takedown defense is superb. The only I say the only style that you'll probably have the most problems with is a motherfucker that's like a good wrestler or like a good jujitsu guy that's like real tricky. Like he can just grab you and he can fucking take you down from that grab and put you in the arm bar or something. You know
I
what I'm
want
saying?
you. I feel you. I want you to imagine something. Imagine if Deontay Wilder knew how to prevent you from wrestling him. He had perfect defensive wrestling
Oh
and
yeah,
was a good
he,
fighter off of his back and knew how to
he,
kick.
yeah, he will be unstoppable in the UFC, but he would like I say, he would have
He'd be
trouble
fucking
against
machining.
he would have trouble against guys like I say that can either wrestle,
Mm-hmm.
they strong, they can wrestle, and them slippery jiu-jitsu motherfuckers that know how to do them submissions just by grabbing you. You know what I'm saying? All they gotta do is touch you and they can put you in a submission.
But on
You
the
know?
same token, like we've just seen in a fight, a UFC fight recently, this guy who was a nasty wrestler, right? Um, this one dude named Francis Ngannou was knocking niggas out with one punch. He fucking decapitated a legendary kickboxer in can't remember his name right now. But he decapitated basically he beat up a motherfucker with a nasty uppercut, one punch knockout. And it was brutal, you know? And he was just
Yeah.
running through the division. Big African motherfucker with lunchbox hands.
Yeah,
Laying
I
niggas.
know it. I know Ngannou. I know about him.
So Ngannou got wrestle fucked by Stipe, right?
Oh
Ngannou,
yeah.
Stipe Miocic had perfect boxing. So he moved his head properly. He had great defensive boxing. But because he wrestled in high school, he knows how to wrestle, but he trains in boxing for the most part. So he uses defensive boxing to not get knocked the fuck out. And then waited for this guy to fatigue, took him down and just wrestled him. War on him, right? Now, he was supposed to fight Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez is known for being a goddamn like next level wrestler. who can hold you down and wear you down. You
I
know.
know, I know about Cain Velasquez. Yeah, man, that's that Mexican motherfucker. Like I
Exactly.
said, dudes like him, that's who Wilder would have problems with.
But check this. Remember, Francis Ngannou just came off of a loss because he got basically wrestle fucked. And his weakness is wrestling, even though he got that Deontay Wilder, I'm going to touch you and destroy you power. Before
Yeah.
this dude could get in, before he could get in to wrestle with, whatchamacallit, with Ngannou, Ngannou caught him with an uppercut and knocked him out easy, you know? So it can go any way. Like, personally, I prefer the striking. I prefer to keep it standing. Like, I'm getting my ass kicked right now, and I should probably take him down, but I want to keep it in the center of the ring. Come here, bitch.
Yeah.
Counter punch, motherfucker.
You got me want to play my shit now.
Yeah.
I ain't even hooked my game up. What's up, fool? You over there quiet as hell, bro? What's up?
We need to get you an L.
I was just gonna
Oh,
say,
damn.
I was just gonna say that was Ronda Rousey's Achilles heel. She had takedowns and stuff like that, but her boxing game was next to none. And I heard that in sparring, she used to get lit up like really badly by those girls because she didn't know how to box. So when they would strike her, she would just get like torched, you know, like, and her coach never taught her how to box, you know, and that was her Achilles heel. That's how she lost both of her fights. Stand-up game. She didn't have it. She didn't have any boxing ability. You know?
But a lot of people say that like grapplers don't they grab for a reason. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like even I've grabbed before in a fight. I've grabbed when I didn't want to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. You know? So inherently they say that grapplers usually don't have that reflex where they can stand and see the punches coming because they've trained to smother the punch, you know? So it's kind of learning the opposite skill almost.
Like, yeah, lack of fast twitch muscle, basically. I will say that it takes a hell of technique to do a spinning back elbow. And I've seen some videos on Instagram of niggas landing that and knocking the guy through the hell out.
Spinning back elbow, bang.
Yeah, like with a spinning back elbow. And that was in a kickboxing match. You know, it was cold blooded. That dude caught him with a cold back elbow. I don't know who it was, but yeah. The thing besides boxing that I like to watch is Muay Thai. But I prefer the traditional Muay Thai. That K1 stuff is okay, but I prefer to watch the ones in Thailand because they do it like really legit.
Yeah. This shit crazy. The UFC boy, them motherfuckers over there, boy. They just gave somebody a lifetime ban.
Who?
Some dude
What?
for a lifetime USADA ban. Heavyweight Ruslan Magamdu Magamdas. I don't know how you say that dude's name. He supposed to be Daniel Cormier teammate or some shit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ruslan?
Ruslan, yeah.
They need to ban Tony. I don't know if his name is Alex Ferguson or Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson. I love Tony Ferguson.
He doesn't need to be fighting anymore, man. He has like CTE. Like he definitely should not be.
Wait, how do you know he got CTE?
I mean, he's had like he said like his wife put a restraining order on him. He's like having like episodes and telling his daughter that his daughter is the second coming of Christ. Like he needs not to be fighting anymore. Like
I didn't know he was telling people his daughter was the second coming of Christ. I mean, that could be homie could be depressed and smoking some shit he shouldn't be smoking, you know? I don't know if it's CTE, but he probably should be chilling the fuck out for a little bit.
He doesn't need to be fighting. And his wife is saying things like, oh, we just need to get him into a situation where he's fighting again. That nigga does not need to be
That's
fighting.
what his wife said? Hold on. That's what his wife said?
Yeah, that's what his wife said. And that's what
So hold on a second. His wife said that he should be fighting.
His wife said that he should be fighting, and that Dana White said hopefully he'll get in a position to fight again too. And it's like, why are you trying to push him to fight? You need to be like
Yeah,
psychologically.
listen, hold on. Here's what I think. Bro. It might be some people need fighting in their life, or they do crazy shit.
Not if it's like damaging you.
No. What I'm saying is, we don't know if I heard. I don't want to say anything about him that I don't know, because then I'm just peddling. I'm being a gossip. But we don't know if it's from something he took. You feel me? Or listen, some people need fighting in their life to balance them. We don't know if he's suffering from any kind of head trauma or brain damage. Now, let's say homie is a wild boy and he's going off doing some wild shit. Like perhaps maybe he's into drugs, and when he's not fighting, like I know a lot of people who are into drugs, and because they started fighting, they got off of drugs. And once they didn't have that in their life, they kind of go back. You get me?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but like,
if his wife is saying it, she's next to him. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know what you would call it though.
So he damn sure don't need to be fighting no goddamn Khabib. That's the case.
Bro, he'll beat Khabib. Yeah, he doesn't need to get his brain smashed in, but he will beat Khabib. I believe that.
Just that fame. Khabib just that fame. So that's what I do. Khabib didn't want no parts of him, from what I understand.
He didn't what?
From what I understand, Khabib wanted no parts of him.
Yeah, of course he doesn't.
I know Wish will call it. I know that I love him. I like him. Like Naisha represented. Like I mess with Kabiru Usman Kamaru, but he has to learn how to strike, because
that striking is doo-doo.
Like, although he's a big frame and stuff like that, if he meets a nigga with speed and timing, he's gonna get clipped.
Peace.
And then that's it. That's when all that thing ends. Like, that's why you can't. That's when the smothering ends.
Okay, let me ask y'all this, man. How many styles of martial arts is it in the UFC? I know you got jiu-jitsu, taekwondo. What are the kind of styles they got in MMA?
I think they got kickboxing. You know, they got this French martial art called savate, basically, which is like a French kickboxing too.
French kickboxing.
Yeah, some people do that Krav Maga too. You know, they do that Krav Maga. You know, that Israeli stuff. You know,
listen, man, I don't fucking do none of that shit.
Yeah, some people use those different techniques. You know, like
I think that jiu-jitsu is probably one of the best.
The Brazilian jiu-jitsu is one of the hardest ones.
Yeah.
So
a lot of them guys fuck with that jiu-jitsu, man.
If you know how to use it right, you can.
Tony's good at jiu-jitsu.
If you know how to use it right, you can be on some Eddie Gordo stuff, and you can clip niggas.
Nigga, I fight like Eddie Gordo. No lie. I used to do capoeira.
Yeah.
Capoeira, boxing, kickboxing.
Yeah, if you know how to use it right, you can catch dudes with breakdancing moves, roundhouse
Bro,
moves.
I catch niggas with yo, I'm gonna put a video in the chat. Real quick. Nigga, this is some shit like just from years ago.
Yeah, man. Niggas, I know in the UFC they be